It's time for another comparison. Today we're testing two drones running 5-inch propellers, the iFlight Nazgul F5D and the Rekon Y6. We'll take a look at their durability and long-range capabilities. Both drones use the same 2,200 mAh LiPo battery. The Rekon Y6 is a hexacopter, a small-sized drone with the performance of a big long-range rig. The Nazgul, on the other hand, is a typical quad, a well-known all-rounder designed for freestyle and cinematic flights. But how well does it handle long-range challenges? Our test spot is up in the mountains, perfect for flying under real conditions. The Nazgul has already been here a few weeks ago. The target peak is about 3.7 kilometers away at an altitude of 1,500 meters. That distance seemed to be the limit for the Nazgul with the 2,200 mAh battery. Will she make it to the top again today? And can the Rekon keep up? As someone mentioned in one of my last comparison videos, I tried to fly at the same speed with both drones this time. I started with the Nazgul and tried to remember some key points during the flight, like the waterfall, the first ridge, and the target peak, and the time I reached them. That worked quite well this time, although the Y6 was a little slower. Flying at exactly the same speed and timing is very difficult, since both drones handle very differently. In my opinion, their flight characteristics and handling are worth comparing as well. Besides endurance and performance, we also have different camera systems here. The Rekon Y6 has been upgraded to the DJI O4 Air Unit Pro, while the Nazgul carries a GoPro Hero 10 Bones. I don't want to talk too much about which system is better. I've been creating FPV footage with GoPros since I started flying. DJI's image quality is getting better and better and is definitely usable for me now. The evolution of GoPro has been going in the wrong direction since the release of the Hero 12, at least for my needs. I'm struggling with low light performance, image stabilization, and the mobile app. For me, the Hero 10 and 11 still deliver the best results, not only for FPV, but in the future, I'll definitely take a closer look at other brands and DJI as well. What camera system do you prefer right now? Now, let's take a look at the power consumption during the climb. The Nazgul consumed about 700 milliamperes and is nearly at 1,000 meters of altitude at 2.6 kilometers distance. The Y6, on the other hand, consumed about 500 milliamperes, but has just reached 900 meters at 2.4 kilometers. Alright, let's see what happens on the final meters to the peak. The Nazgul should make it to the top again today. Up to this point, the Y6 seems to be more efficient, but maybe the descent will change the result? At the peak, the Nazgul has consumed 1,100 milliamperes, while the Y6 used only 900 milliamperes so far. The timing is slightly off, but close enough to compare. The way back should be no problem for both drones. There's almost no wind, and as long as we maintain line of sight, no unexpected energy consumption should mess with our plans. During the dive back down, the Y6 starts shaking quite a bit today. It's still controllable, but the image vibration makes the dive less enjoyable. I'm still working on the tune since upgrading to the O4. Before the upgrade, the drone flew slightly better. But the shaking has always been a typical issue for this hexacopter when diving. Almost back at the home point, the Nazgul will show 1804 mAh used on the OSD after landing, and the charger recharged 1789 mAh into the battery. The Y6's OSD shows 1398 mAh used and 1423 mAh were recharged. That's a difference of about 366 mAh between the two drones, roughly 16% of the battery capacity. So around one more possible minute of flight time for the Y6. Still, the difference isn't huge, especially considering the Nazgul carries the GoPro bones. Removing it would lower the power consumption by a few milliamps. In my opinion, both drones have their strengths. The Nazgul is very agile and flies like it's on rails. A true all-rounder and always a solid choice. However, the 2200 mAh battery seems to be the upper limit for this drone. Maybe I'll try a 4000 mAh lithium-ion pack in the future, though I'm not sure if that would still be safe for flying in the mountains. The Y6, on the other hand, is less agile but very stable and controllable, great for cinematic flights. Another advantage is its payload capability. I've already flown it with a 4000 mAh battery. The shaking was pretty strong with that setup, but I believe a better tune can fix that. Thanks to the additional thrust and the bottom-mounted battery, the Y6 handles extra weight quite well and remains stable in the air. All in all, the Nazgul is still my favorite for most situations, especially when exploring new places on holidays or weekend trips. The Y6 is something special and really fun to fly. It's not perfect for every environment, but it definitely shines in endurance and capability. Stay tuned for more adventures with these drones and more comparisons to come. Cheers!